Hello, everyone. My name is Craig.
And I'm Chris.
This is the Craig and Chris Show, where we talk about everything that interests us and hopefully interests you.
How could it not?
It's a good question.
It is.
Excellent question, Chris.
So what's on topic for today?
What's on topic for today? I'll tell you what's on topic for today. Hang on. I got it. I don't have to look. Shh. Oh. I was like, it better not be upside down.
Yeah. That would be perfect.
Grand Theft Auto 4
5.
plus
5.
1, 5. Dang it. I'm not stopping.
2008.
Yeah, no kidding. We both got our hands on the Xbox 360 version, and before you guys yell at us for playing Xbox 360 because it's inferior and the PC one's better and the PlayStation 3 one's better, we don't care. Because the game is awesome on all of them. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why you'd say that. The internet doesn't do that.
They don't. That's true. I should give them the benefit of the doubt. My viewers would never do
Yeah,
that.
probably true.
Yeah, they would.
You guys are enlightened.
Yes. Very enlightened.
We're all about choice.
That's right. So Grand Theft Auto 5, so far, so good. We haven't beaten it yet, obviously. I have 2 kids, so that makes it very difficult for me to play, to do anything, really. But especially play games that I want to play. How long did we wait for this one? Grand Theft Auto 5 has been, how many years?
Oh boy. Well, I was a big fan of Red Dead, and I know you were.
Oof.
So
No kidding.
2010 that came out, so it's been a while.
Okay, so we are hardcore Rockstar fans at this point. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Everything they've done has been just awesome. And Red Dead
Pretty much.
did really well, but it was still
Yes.
incredibly underrated.
Yes.
But you can see a lot of the elements from Red Dead came into...
Oh, and Max Payne. I forgot about Max Payne.
And Max Payne 3.
So,
loved it.
that actually came out
Except for
last.
that ending that was so ridiculously difficult. I mean, it still was awesome, but I think I died like 900 times. They had a lot of elements of Red Dead and Max Payne in this,
Yep.
which I think really added to the experience.
Particularly like the shooting and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the shooting system, the cover system are definitely better than Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
The weapon changing system is exactly like Red Dead, where you
Yeah,
can hold
very
down the
similar.
button and use the turn wheel to
Yeah,
switch your
the
weapons.
multiple weapon types.
Yep, and that's pretty sweet too.
Very
So, I mean, really, we can talk about graphics, but we have an Xbox 360. People are going to say, well, what do you know about graphics? Right?
Which I would say, unless you're PC, what do you know about graphics?
Yeah, that's true. PC guys are really the only guys who know about graphics.
In which case, no GTA yet for you, sorry.
No, sorry. You're going to get it.
I'm pretty sure.
They're just not getting any love these days.
No.
But there is a huge announcement from what I heard on Google+. Steam is going to be announcing a new Steam box. It's like a big
Yes.
Linux-based Steam box. So
Yep.
hopefully PC will be getting some love in the next year or two.
Hopefully so,
So
yes.
we'll see how that goes. Because we're not biased. Everybody likes their own thing.
Everybody needs to play.
Yeah, everybody needs to play. And I think everybody is playing because what, it grossed $1 trillion in 3 days?
Trillion?
$1 trillion. No, $1 billion.
Billion.
Wow.
Yeah,
Trillion would have been more impressive.
it would have.
Well, now I'm disappointed.
There's always GTA 6.
Yeah, that's true. In like 10 more years. So graphically, I'd say the game gives a solid 10 for me.
Yeah.
If we're doing
yeah.
a scale 0 to 10, 10 by Xbox 360 standards, I do realize that it's not everybody's standard, but definitely gets a 10.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll just measure it per console. So each one is better than the last.
True.
So, but yeah, no, I
PlayStation
agree.
3,
Graphics.
I've seen it on PlayStation 3. It does look a lot better
Does it?
than on Xbox. It does. But the hardware's better.
Yeah, it is.
So
Unavoidable. It's a choice you make.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, no, I agree. The graphics are fantastic. From the pavement to the weather effects, it just
And there's something that I've noticed they've improved on heavily, because I remember a lot of the issues these had were pop-ins.
yeah.
And populating the city properly, especially on the 360, because it does have limited resources.
Mhm.
I think them being allowed to install on the hard drive, and also just the improvement in graphic engines
Yes.
have really helped with that. Because I don't feel like in any part of the game, like it's just like being scarce in how they're populating the city.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels populated, and even if you have like a sniper rifle on a parking garage top, the distance that you can see is actually quite ridiculous.
I actually haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you can see pretty far,
I'm gonna have to get on that.
much further than the others.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move into
It's
gameplay.
impressive.
Gameplay?
Oh, far better. I love GTA 4, but let's face some facts. Those controls were hideous.
Clunky as all hell.
Now, at first, it was the first go on the new console, so everyone still liked it. I mean, I'd probably play it again still, but the controls were terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were.
especially after you've had, Gears,
Gears.
Red Dead,
That was kind of what
Drake's
actually.
Fortune.
Oh, Drake's
All those
Fortune,
games
yeah.
improved on the third-person.
That's
shooter
what really.
so much.
That's what really hurt that game. The cover system and the controls.
Yeah,
were
but
really
it was
brutal.
one of the first to do that.
Yeah, it was.
So,
Especially
I guess
with an
kind of
open
the break.
platform game like that.
Yeah.
They're not really going to focus heavily on combat usually.
Yeah, but they drew heavily from Red Dead and Max Payne for the shooting. Their driving is so much better.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Like the other one was more like every car was like a boat, and even the boats in GTA 5 are better than the cars were in GTA 4.
That's a good point.
So
That's a good point. Yeah, I definitely think the controls have improved a lot. Gameplay, as far as storyline, this is way better from a narrative standpoint. I think too, because you get the different characters
yeah,
that you get to switch between during the story. And we're not going to do any spoilers here, so we
No.
don't want to actually ruin anything for people. But you start out as one character, and you can kind of actually jump between characters during the story progression,
yes,
which is a lot of fun.
it is.
And then their stories intersect, and then they actually influence each other.
Yep.
And it's just a really cool way to do it. I mean,
It
because
is.
if you didn't like the main character from
Well,
GTA 4,
yeah.
which I really didn't,
Yeah,
I can kind of just switch
I
to the
did.
character I like. He was all right.
I liked it.
He was all right.
One thing that is cool is when you do get them all together in a mission, you can flip pretty much, whenever you want. If you're on a mission and someone's shooting, and if someone has a better angle, just switch to that guy. or
right,
something.
during the heist, you can do that.
Yeah,
I know. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool
it's
stuff.
pretty-
Like, so if you're like more of an infiltrator guy, you can actually pick that.
there is a stealth skill actually.
Yes, there
and
is.
stealth kills are bad.
So you can actually switch to that role because you're more into that style of gameplay.
Yes.
And then in the multiplayer, which is going to come out October 1st, right?
Yes.
That's said to actually have the exact same setup.
Which my guess is we will review that separately.
Probably. If we're not playing it instead of doing this.
Yes.
So gameplay, and I don't give this lightly, and I know you guys probably haven't seen us do very many reviews. I'm going to give it a 10 also.
Yeah.
I can't, there's really nothing I've ran into in the first, I think, 7-8 hours of playing this game. That's all really I've had time for. That I've actually said, wow, this is not a
I
pleasant
don't have
experience.
two kids, so I've had more time.
Well, that's true.
So-
Well, and the only thing I was saying was like if I do have kids, they don't have like a profanity filter,
No.
so that makes it difficult for me to play
No.
around my kids.
It is.
So that's kind of disappointing. But like you said, headset.
One thing I have to mention about gameplay too. One thing that's always awesome about the recent Rockstar games is the little mini games that they do are always really functional.
Right, yeah.
Red Dead, we'd go online and play poker.
Yeah,
Like,
we did, and then the dice.
screw real life.
What was it called? Liar's dice.
People, when you dress like a cowboy and go over to your friend's house and play cards, they think you're strange.
That is strange.
But Red Dead is perfectly acceptable. It's just the way.
Man, I love that game. Go out and buy Red Dead if you can't get Grand Theft Auto 5 yet for some reason. Red Dead's like probably 15,
Get 'em
20
both.
bucks.
Enjoy.
We'll get them both eventually. But if you only got 15 bucks,
Yeah.
you could probably get Red Dead right now for 15 bucks.
Probably.
Get on Dead Nightmare also.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But the mini games, golf is fun and it works. I mean, it's,
I haven't done the golf yet. I
Tennis.
did tennis. That actually is
Tennis works.
just as good as. Well, I don't want to say just as good.
It's close.
It's close
It's
to
close
top
to
spin.
top spin.
Tennis. Yeah, that was a
I mean, it's close to an actual tennis game.
It's
so.
fun. It's fun. Okay, so we've done graphics, we've done gameplay. What about its value? You want to do value? Is it worth the $60?
Yes. I like that.
I mean,
Value's
for
good.
value to me is less about. We've talked about this before, not on the show, but value to me is less about the length of a game or the quantity of content. It's more quality
Yeah.
of content. We talk about that a lot because, especially as a guy with little time, I'd actually rather play a 20, 30-hour game that's just solid. Gears,
Yeah.
what's that? Max Payne, these really short, sweet games
Yeah.
that are just awesome, than a 70, 80, 90,000 hour game, which Skyrim I think is pretty close to 90, 100,000 hours
Yeah.
last I counted,
I-
which is still a great game.
I beat it like, what, a month ago?
It came out like a year ago.
Came out like 2011.
Right.
So I've been playing it for like
So
years.
that being said, quality of content, in a game like Grand Theft Auto, it's got so much you can do, which gives them permission to be shallow with
Mhm.
their content, but they don't.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about how they did GTA 5, is I don't feel like I'm it's like they just put all this stuff in here just to say, hey, we can do this. It
Yes.
actually feels like quality content. The stories are good, the characters are interesting, and even all the side quests are funny or amusing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them that are definitely bizarre.
Which is going to be
But I mean, yeah,
Plenty of
if you are set to play for a weekend, you're good to go. It's got tons of missions. It's a long game, but if you just got a half hour to kill, drop in and play tennis, run a rampage.
Yep.
Because it's so open world, you can do whatever you want.
right.
The value's there in the sense that you can have this game for a while and be satisfied. You can play it for a half hour and be satisfied.
Yeah, and that's rare in a game now too. They always
Yeah.
require so much of a time commitment. In the generation of MMOs, I mean, that's kind of where we're at, where we want people to pay for subscriptions. That's kind of disappointing. But this is without any multiplayer too. I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
value without the multiplayer that's going to be free when it comes out, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yep.
they might charge for something. Who knows?
As of now, it's going to be free. So.
But I'm sure the multiplayer will be free, and so even as a single player game, I think it's worth the $60.
Yeah.
So
One thing I am concerned if the multiplayer will live up to the hype, because the heists with friends is going to be so cool. I hope they continue to support it and add new ones.
yeah, that's true because they've always been. We've talked about that too on Red Dead. It's limited on things you can do with your friends.
Red Dead had a great series of co-op missions and stuff that were relatively elaborate for what you were doing, but there was only like 6.
Yeah.
So after a while, you just end up playing the same 6 in a
After
loop.
like you can go through all of them in like an hour and a half, and then but you can do advanced where it doesn't do auto aim, but it's still the same mission.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just get burnt out on it.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. I want Grand Theft Auto 5 on Dead Nightmare.
They're probably not opposed to that in some
That
way.
would be awesome. I was just thinking about that because Red Dead on Dead Nightmare was amazing.
Yes.
I would be totally supportive of an Undead Apocalypse in the Grand Theft Auto world.
The world is their playground. They can do whatever they want.
Okay, so value 10.
If you're worried about it, yeah.
It's a
don't.
10.
It's
a
good.
10. I don't know if there's even anything else to say about games, really. This is our first game review, so we're trying to... Is there anything you can think of we missed? We got gameplay.
Controls
we
are
got,
there.
That's part of
Story
gameplay.
seems to be there.
Yeah. So we give it a 10. So we better wrap this up because
Yeah.
it's probably towards the tail end of our time. And all I can say is go out and buy it.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're on the fence, which you probably aren't, you're probably in line with me.
It's-
Tuesday morning.
I've been playing games since I was 8. It's not overrated. It's awesome.
No, it's a good way to blow out the end of this console generation.
Yeah.
No matter what console you're on.
That's a good call.
PC, keep harassing them. You'll get it.
Yeah,
I'm sure
no
you
kidding.
will.
I'm sure it'll be awesome on PC also.
They have
But-
some good mods for the other one. I can't wait to see what you guys do.
So, all right, guys, have a great day.
Have a great life.
Have a great life. If this is the only video of ours you watch, have a great life. My name is Craig.
And I'm Chris.
This is the Craig and Chris Show, and don't forget to subscribe for future episodes of our show. And if you have any questions or comments, post them in the comment section on YouTube, and we're going to try to work it into our show at some point. So we'd like your feedback. That's a fun part of the show. So until next time.
Do we have an
Until next time.
awkward ending for this one?
I don't.
Start thinking these up, maybe.
Yeah, we don't really have an outro.
We're working.
That's still on, isn't it?
It is.